Oi, can you two do something about this? Hi Ben, hello Jack. As you can see, I've had a bit of a population explosion here. And for some reason they're all trying to get into that one house. To get away from the snow, presumably. That's not what this episode is all about, though. Ooh, bit of lag there. I've also had these two dogs turn up from somewhere. Now, I used to have loads of dogs up on the surface, but when I was trying to catch the zombie villagers, they kept attacking them, so I had to get rid of them. So I really don't know where these two have teleported to me from. But so long as they don't cause any trouble. More lag. Right, what this episode is all about is this. I've finally managed to get hold of 3 wither skeleton skulls. So I'm going to go and fight my first ever wither battle. Fear and trembling. You can see I've brewed myself a whole load of potions. And I assure you I will be backing up the world before I do the battle, just in case anything disastrous happens. Right, I will see you in a moment when I get to the scene of the fight. Right, here we are. I've decided to do the battle in my sand quarry, seeing as the landscape is already pretty well ruined. This could be a mistake because sandstone and sand have got very low blast resistance, so I may end up with some very large holes in the ground for me to fall into. But here we go. 1. Going to take 2. Going to take my potion of strength, swiftness and regen as the wither powers up. I think my food bar is full. Got some golden apples and splash potions of health. I'm probably going way over the top here. Also got power 5 bow, sharpness 5 sword, and some fairly well enchanted diamond armour. Unfortunately I don't have any blast protection, which would probably help, but here we go. I've never done this before. We're off. Oh, I'm in the water, damn it. Right, I'm away from him for a moment. Where is he? Oh, I'm so too far. Oh, he's over here. I don't want him to go towards the village. There we go. Yay! We did it. Phew! That was intense. And we've got the Nether Star! Hooray! Let's see how much damage he's done to the surface here. Oh, quite a lot. I obviously missed him with quite a few of the arrows. Whee! I've got a lot of sand that's been quarried for me. Oh, thought my chest had been blown up for a minute. I put all the stuff I didn't think I'd need in the chest. Phew! Right, nether star. I can finally make my first beacon. I will see you probably back at the underground base when I've recovered my breath. Right, here we are. I'm back. The nether star is in here for the time being. I've put away all the unused potions and whatnot. And now I'm going to build myself a beacon. It's only going to be temporary. I just want to try it out. First of all, I'm going to need 3 obsidian. 5 glass. Nether star. Sure, you've probably seen this all before, but there you go, it's my first time. If I could craft straight, it would help. Ta-da! Beacon! Right, now I need to build a pyramid under it. I've got quite a bit of iron here. Let's see. Need iron blocks. For goodness sake. Go away! Right. Now I want to build the pyramid centred under this light well, because the beacon needs a direct line to the sky. And the pyramid needs to start 9 in diameter, or in width at the bottom. So I'm just going to have enough space for it here. There we go. I think I'm going to put some torches down the side, because I've covered up some of my floor lighting. Oh, not there. And I don't want a bunch of mobs spawning in my base. Right, here we go. Ta-da! Yay! And I don't even have to remove the glass. Right, what do I want? I think I will have haste. And jump boost, just so that I can try it. There we go. Boing. Extra bouncy. Oop. Yay. And I should be able to mine faster as well. I'm not going to try that at the moment. Right. There we go. Very pleased with that. Right, okay, let's go and have a look at these villagers, seeing as we've got the time. I had to rebuild my villager breeding cell up the top of the tree, because I found a bit of a problem with it. You might remember I said that I had to keep most of the villagers below the level of the doors. Ooh, that jump boost is a bit disconcerting. Yeah, below the level of the doors, so that they didn't fall within the village. And I was using water streams to push them across to, or into the centre, and The problem was that when they were jumping up and down in the water, they were coming within range of the doors, so they stopped breeding. And instead I got a whole bunch of iron golems generated. You see I've filled in a bit around here with wood to cover up the ugly cobblestone. So I had to redesign it to bring them lower down, and I also wanted to get rid of the iron golems. Well, I had to get rid of the iron golems rather, because some of the villagers escaped whilst I was redesigning the breeding cell, and when I killed them off, the iron golems all came and attacked me. So I had to get rid of them. So now we're a lot lower down. We've still got the one villager up there with all the doors. They're all down here, bouncing up and down in the water. You can see what I mean. I've now got this room much lower down, so that even when they're jumping up, they don't come within range of the doors. And we've got the water pushing them across from the side rather than pushing them into the centre. We have another water stream down here, which the baby villagers can get under these blocks here into this water stream, and they get pushed down into the drop shaft over there. I can turn the water on and off with this button. It's very simple. Just a line of redstone on the blocks behind these dispensers, which have got water buckets in them. And I've got a switch here which operates pistons which block off the gap under there if I want to increase the population in the breeding cell. Right. That's them. Let's pop back down and I'll show you where they end up at the bottom. Yay, beacon! This jump boost is really disconcerting. I don't think I'm going to keep that. Go away! Right, up here, I don't remember whether I've shown you before, is the bottom of my mob system. So the mobs all fall down here and are killed by the drop, unless they happen to have armour on, so I sometimes end up with a bunch of armoured zombies sitting in there. And all their drops are sorted automatically. Here's where I get all my gunpowder from. There goes a skeleton. And I now have this other column, which the villagers fall down. And I've got a system here where I can either let them drop down into these cobwebs which break their fall, and then drop them down gently into the water when they get swept around down into the ravine. Or if I don't want any more, I can close the pistons, which shuts off the drop shaft above the cobwebs, as you can see. And then the baby villagers are just killed by the drop, and I don't have to worry about the population exploding anywhere. Let's go and show you. Why am I still carrying golden apples? Go and show you where they come out. Right, here's the other end of the water stream. So they get washed down the slope here into this room, and then they pop out this door and take up residence in the ravine here. I've had to cut a slot up to the ground level from the top of this ravine so that I can get light down in front of these doors and have the villagers actually treat them as houses. So I think at the moment I've got 8 houses that are actually being treated as such by the villagers. I've been building lots of extra ones, or at least carving them out. And do shut up with the doors. I may end up murdering all the villagers before very long if they don't shut up. Oh, they're all coming out because it's getting daylight. Yep, so there's a few more houses up here now. I'm looking forward to the new release, which is supposed to come out this week, I believe, when we have the coloured clay blocks, which I will be using to decorate these houses. I've been trading with some of these villagers, try and get some good trades off of them. Some of the priests are good, and the blacksmiths. That is butcher. Why does the butcher want coal? Well, I'll certainly trade him. Always use more emeralds for trading with more villagers. What are you going to give me next? Oh, you like me. I'm quite popular down in this village and very unpopular up the top of the tree. I don't know if if you attack villagers or iron golems, you want raw pork chops. I have a lot of pigs upstairs we could give you. Yes, if you attack villagers or their iron golems, then you get a bad reputation, and if your reputation gets bad enough, the iron golems start attacking you on sight. And if you trade with the villagers, then your reputation gets better. I don't know what happens or what effect that has. 3 emeralds for a pair of shears? Ridiculous. Right. Well, that's most of it for today. I'll see whether I can pick out a tutorial for you. Otherwise, I shall see you next time, hopefully in the new version. Okie dokie. This is called a block swapper. Each time I step on the pressure plate, it swaps between the sandstone block and the crafting bench. You can use it for hiding things like crafting benches that you don't want on display all the time, or you could put glowstone in there instead, so you can have light which turns on and off. It's a bit outdated now because of course you've got the redstone lamps, but maybe you don't want the lamp on display all the time. In order to build one, you need a space 5 wide by 3 deep, or by 3 broad and 3 deep. I've built this one up in the air slightly so that I'll be able to show you how it works by taking away the sides in a bit. Okay, but first of all, let's show you how to build it. Okay, as I say, we need a hole in the ground, 5 by 3 by 3. And we start off by putting a sticky piston down under where you're going to want the block that gets swapped. Then at either end, in the middle of the short sides, you place a block and put a redstone torch on it, and then on top of the sticky piston and to one side you place the 2 blocks that you want swapped. It doesn't matter which side you have them on. You now need 2 ordinary pistons, one above each of the redstone torches. And there. You'll notice that this piston did not extend when I put it over the redstone torch, and that's because pistons can't push other pistons that are already extended. Okay. Right, next thing we want is another block here with a redstone torch on it to make the sticky piston extend. And now we bring redstone line all the way around here. Right, now we can fill in these two columns. There's a block there with pressure plate on it, and fill in over the top. And there we have it. Right, now how does it work? Here's a cutaway version. You can see that each of the pistons can be powered either of two ways. They're either powered by the redstone torch underneath or the redstone dust coming over the top of this block. I can take out this pressure plate and block and replace it with a button on here so that you can see it a bit more clearly. Okay, so it starts off, as soon as I press the button, this redstone torch goes off, bringing the sticky piston down and pulling this block down. Now, when the button goes in to start off with, this redstone dust is powered immediately, and the redstone torch goes off one tick later, which means that this piston stays powered all the time, and the same with this one. However, when the button releases, this redstone dust goes out immediately, but the redstone torch doesn't come back on until one tick later, which means that each of the two pistons is unpowered for one tick. So it's going to try to retract and then extend again. Now, the piston on the left here has actually got to retract because it is currently extended, so it can't respond quite as quickly when the power comes back on again, which means that this piston, which doesn't have to retract, can extend before this one. That was silly. Try that again. It's actually easier to see without the sticky piston in the middle. You can see that the extended piston starts retracting fractionally before the unextended one extends. Right. So each time the unextended piston gets to move the two blocks, and then the other piston can't extend because it would then be pushing the one on the other side. Now, I hope that makes some sort of sense to you, but in any case, even if you don't know exactly how it works, you can still use it. Right, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I will see you again next time. Bye bye.